hey.
Hey, hey. Oh, that's not my line. What's up, everybody?
How's everybody doing on this lovely Monday evening?
Lovely, lovely, lovely Monday love. Evening. Oh.
Oh, listen
Oh.
to you.
I'm sleepy.
He's sleeping.
I haven't slept in a while.
Kind of like that sleepy mouse from Cinderella or something.
Right?
Is that Gus Gus?
What's up, Joe?
What's up, Jason? What's
That's Joe
going
Kemp.
on?
That's Joe Kemp right there. Look. That's
Hey,
him. There's
there
this
he
graphic.
Joe Kemp, everybody.
There's this graphic.
Oh, that's me.
There,
What's
there.
up?
Oh, there's the graphic.
Oh, we got
Wait,
some
now it's
great
my turn.
things.
Let's
Uh-oh.
put my thing on it. There we go.
His thing
Put
on
your
it.
I'm the
thing on it.
sleepiest producer in Indianapolis. Just kidding. I'm usually full of energy.
Yes, he is usually
I'll
full
pull
of
it
a lot
through.
of energy.
I'll pull through tonight.
Pull
You
it
got this, got
through.
this.
And you are.
And I'm Miranda Monday. Hi, guys.
What's up, gorgeous?
Hi.
Nice to meet y'all.
Hi, y'all.
If this is your first time,
We're
sit back and
sorry.
enjoy
So sorry.
enjoy the show. So
Oh, look at that. Look at that graphic on your screen.
Oh,
That's high tech. It's new.
that is
it's new.
awesome.
Oh, look at that.
It's
oh,
Yeah,
man.
Bigger
Must
and
have a
better.
hell of a
I-
We got cool
designer to do
graphics on the
that
show
one.
now.
cool
That's-
graphics.
That's
Hell
some
yeah.
nice good graphics. I'm pretty sure those good people over at JK Productions do some great things.
You know what they do?
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
absolutely.
that's me.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
up?
Major props. Major props. All right. So this evening we have a special guest.
Yeah, I just need to
Hey,
figure out how to. Oh, there it
Lane. Hell yeah. So
is.
he's
Should I put it
sitting
on my
back.
screen? There we go.
Oh,
Just a tease. Just a tease.
What a
It's
tease.
It's
That's all
a
you get.
tease.
That's all you
Because
get.
I really want
that's like
to
my
make-
prom all over again.
Oh.
There he is again. Whoop.
Oh, ah.
All right. So I would love to be able to play his newest song out that is on YouTube as of right now.
Is that Crossfire?
Maybe. Maybe.
Is that my,
Circle on Fire.
is that-
I'm
is that my cue to like play stuff?
oh, I think
Is that-
I think
Is that what I'm supposed to do?
I think that's
It's possible.
let's start it up.
Oh.
Oh, roll that beautiful bean footage.
So P.
That
Lane,
never gets old.
Southern hip hop, is known for its deep roots in the history of rap music. Country rapper Preston Lane, better known as P. Lane, is no exception to the list of promising Southern talent. Growing up with humble beginnings in small town Natchez, I hated that, Mississippi, P. Lane was influenced by heavy Southern rap styles, giving him a true passion and a purpose in creating his own music. As P. Lane continued to craft his sound, he realized that he wanted to pursue his music career full time.
I like the colors in this video.
I know, those are awesome, aren't they?
I love that kind of vibe.
It's a good video. I've watched it a few times.
Okay, that's real good. Looks big. It's got a big feel. With fire.
That's what my ex said about me. I have a big feel.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
And shooting it in
It
Vegas.
and that was a fat joke. Oh.
and that was shot in Vegas. So without further ado,
Oh, I wonder.
I would love to bring our guest on, Mr. P. Lane.
There he is.
How are ya?
What's up?
I'm great. How are y'all?
Oh, doing great.
Great.
Doing great, man.
So before we jump too much into this interview, do you by chance have any shout-outs, plugs, sponsors, websites that you would like to mention?
Absolutely. And we'll shout out Coronation Apparel. Shout out Pharma Extracts, #1 CBD company out right now. Diplomat Exotic Rentals. That video y'all just played, City on Fire. They throw us the keys to pretty much whatever we want. We had over $2 million worth of cars sitting around us.
You
in
mean
that
this video?
And those are sexy as fuck. I just wanted to add.
Oh my God.
So, like I say,
I think you just,
they
like,
sponsor
made your
us.
seat.
They love being involved with us. They repost us to their pages, all those things. So we kind of built a partnership with them. It's pretty cool.
Right on.
But yeah, that's awesome. Part of that solid foundation that we had talked about before.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. So so just tell me a little bit about yourself. I know you're from Mississippi. I cannot pronounce the name. Can you pronounce that for me, please?
Mississippi?
Yeah, I'm from Natchez.
Natchez?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I want some
There-
nachos.
there's a Z and like it threw me all off.
Now I'm hungry for nachos.
Look,
I like
you're good
nachos
for
and
not trying to
cheese.
pronounce it. A lot of people try to pronounce it, so you did good by asking first.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, sorry. But yeah, so I was born and
raised in Natchez up until I was graduated high school. Me and my best friend moved to Nashville, Tennessee. I went to college there, Diesel College. Graduated from there, a 13-month course, and went straight back to Natchez. Went back to my roots, and just started, like I say, pushing music full time. My music started to take off. Actually, while I was in Nashville, I would be making it in my dorm room. Everybody in the dorm would be coming through trying to see what that noise was. Who's that white boy rapping? And so my music kind of took off and gave me the confidence being around a lot of people from all over the country at that school. They loved it. And so I kind of went back home, went full time with it, went all in. So that's kind of my little short summary.
That's awesome. So
Nice.
what did you go for?
To college, I went for diesel mechanic. I've actually worked for John Deere for 4 years. I was a diesel mechanic. So
Right on.
That's awesome. That's
yeah. My mom's always told me, you can do music, they'll support me, whatever, but you always got to have a backup plan, have something you can fall back on.
Amen,
so
brother.
Being a mechanic and being able to work on stuff kind of goes with, like I say, where I'm from. Working on John Deere's, it goes hand in hand. So I always got something to fall back on.
That's awesome. Yeah.
This is the time of the show where Miranda tries to get cell service on her phone. It's really weird. It's awkward time.
Okay. Yes,
Cool.
I should have
Whatever, it's her
forewarned
show,
you.
so.
Everyone likes to give me shit. There are other social media platforms that need to stay in the know.
There was only
Just
one.
saying,
Hold on, it's my turn. Do you hear me now? Hello? Mom! I'm not taking out the trash. Sorry. I got it
what's up,
now.
Austin?
We've connected.
Yeah.
Let him drink that
so-
coolant, the antifreeze. Just
I
drink
love
antifreeze.
drinking coolant.
So,
He just
yeah,
drank antifreeze.
Yeah, it's
It looked delicious. And
Who,
it's-
me?
gut-wrenching.
Antifreeze has never seemed so refreshing as what you
Who
just drank.
Who drank
He
that?
did.
You talking about my Gatorade?
Yeah.
Oh.
Gatorade, quote unquote.
Sure.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what we'll
Wink.
call it tonight.
Wink.
Wink, wink. Are they a sponsor?
Typical John Deere.
Straight out my tractor.
I love that. Okay, so how old were you when you actually fell in love with music?
So I started, actually, probably blow your mind, but when I was 10 years old, I started trying to record and creating music on my own, like in my bedroom where I still make music. Now I got a whole studio set up that's in my house. That's my room. I'll always, continue to do music that way. But so I started when I was 10, and I started with a Skype headset and a little Asus PC, little laptop computer. And I was actually making music with people. I started making music with people across, in Michigan. And I had a beat maker I started working with out of Denmark, Europe. He's still the guy making most of my beats today.
Out of Denmark.
That's right. His name's Sean D. So that's his name, Sean D.
Nice.
And so, at 10 years old, I was networking across the world. I thought things like that were normal, but I just, I absorbed things very quickly. I wanted to know how Drake got his sound, or how Lil Wayne sounded the way he sounded, or Jason Aldean. I mean, the type of music I grew up on is across the spectrum. So I didn't so much as just start writing music, because I don't write music. Every song you'll hear from me is I create it from my head.
Okay, so do you have to hear a beat, or do you write lyrics and then find a beat to match later?
So I don't write any lyrics. I get in there, I'll turn the beat on, and I'll just make a song from beginning to end. And if I may create the hook first, I may have a verse for it. I kind of let the song and the feeling of it dictate what the outcome will be.
Okay.
So, and that's just something I've always done. So again, like at the age of 10, working with people across the country and across the world, and then not writing music and learning how to mix, master, and do all these things myself, I assumed that was the norm.
Right.
Until I got more versed into it, and these guys are like, how are you doing this? And I'm sitting here doing it myself. So
That's awesome, especially learning at a young age, and you are a little bit younger, so you were able to actually come up in the digital era.
I come up straight in it. I had pirated, cracked versions of everything. I was using like $1 million worth of plugins. Like I've had everything. I grew up in LimeWire. Y'all remember that?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Grew up in the
Rest in
freedom of the
peace.
internet.
Thanks, Metallica.
Way to go,
Okay, so a couple questions have been thrown out.
Okay.
Stacy Humberger, Carl P. Lane. Do you know Christopher McCulsley? MC.
I sure do. Actually, I got a flag back here in the background. Chris McCausley made me. So again, shout out to Chris McCausley. That's another plug. Just being at the level I'm at, to have him reach out and enjoy my music and love what I do so much, and think that I'm on the level as these Upchurch and all these other guys. He created me a flag just like these guys. So that's truly
awesome.
special to me. So shout out Chris McCausley. Hell yeah, I know Chris.
That's awesome. Shout out to Patrick Harper, who was actually Joe P. Kelly. There's a whole technical difficulty going on there. Then Carl Keaton Jr., Marco, after my surgery, you and P. Lane are coming to see me in Ohio.
Absolutely. It's been in talks for a minute, Carl. Everything that you do is top notch, very professional. So we look forward to definitely doing business together with you, man.
That's awesome.
For sure.
That's absolutely awesome. So starting
if I may, real quick.
Yes, please.
For sure.
Chris McCausley thing. So we actually also got offered a spot on the cover of Muddy Beats magazine last year. So all these things have happened within 1 year of me officially being released on all platforms. I had my music on SoundCloud. I transitioned from that. So all within 1 year's period, I signed a single to a record label, 418 Music, the #1 independent dance label in the world.
Right.
And they were voted that by Forbes, voted that by Billboard.
Nice.
So
418 Music is
Miles and Shots. And then, like I said, we were offered the cover of Muddy Beats magazine. I posted on the cover in Las Vegas, filming my first song that we released, "Country in the City." So it's me and Marco. So what I was getting at is, me and Chris McCausley, we're in that magazine together. He has people off the Discovery Channel, Moonshiners. They're holding up the magazine. Like, big things are coming from that magazine. It's getting into some big hands.
That's awesome. That's actually huge. I don't remember who it was. It was over the weekend. Somebody had actually asked me, would I be interested on being on the cover of Muddy Beats? And I was like,
awesome guy.
I would love that honor. That's like a huge honor.
Absolutely.
I don't really see me at that level yet.
No, you
don't be
definitely are,
modest.
whether you see it or not. Because just like you giving me the opportunity to be on here, you need to hold yourself to a higher regard, because you're giving a voice and a way for artists like me to be able to speak and let people see a different side of us. So what you're doing is very important, especially to the country rap scene, as far as giving us a voice.
And see, so the whole idea was, when I started the podcast, I'm a pay it forward person, and I consider myself a fan of the fans first and foremost. Now, there are a few artists who I would be giddy and geeked out about, but I wanted to start this to give a stage to individuals where I don't care who you hang out with and who your crew is, or who next week's crew is. It doesn't matter. This is a stage, this is a platform, and I want to bring everyone up as best as I can. Well, then it turned into being the interviews. So then it turned into being the interviews, and that's what the fans have asked for. So periodically I'll do a post. Yes, absolutely. Periodically, I'll do a post on the page, and I'll be like, all right, guys, tag your people. Who do you want, questions asked of? And at first, it was starting with, the bigger cats, like Hard Target and Big Poe. And, I've developed relationships with these individuals who then I ask, okay, well, who needs it now? I'm booked out until June as of right now. And something that has actually blown my mind, me trying to bring up the little guys who can't afford the management or the promotional side of what I do, the production side of what I do. I actually have 2 back-to-back interviews. 1 week I have Josh Prey. I don't know if you know who Josh Prey is. He's out of Florida. He's African American. Hilarious. He was introduced to the country rap, hip hop, white trash, Southern outlaw, and he fell in love with it. He's a comedian.
That's so cool.
The next week I have Adam Calhoun. So
2 totally different directions.
Exactly. And then meeting with you, you could further, Okay, so who else can I post, or who else can I post about and do an interview with in late June? You know what I mean? So it's more word of mouth and listening to the fans. So it's this whole process that like nobody really knows what goes on behind scenes, like trying to dig up information about you. Okay, so
When I sit under your porch, what do you?
Okay, so yeah, so my guys will flat out be like, "Oh, she sits under your porch, she's in your bushes, she's in the trees. You better watch out. Oh my God." But the funny thing about it is, I was a fugitive recovery agent for 5 years.
Hilarious.
And a licensed PI for 2. So investigating people is my forte. So trying to find out information about you, if you guys Google P. Lane, like, he's the first thing that pops up. So if you guys don't know who this lovely gentleman is, Preston Lane, goes by P. Lane, you guys seriously need to look into him because he's got some killer music out. Like, you've done music with Re-Up the Boss and Pacific and Big Poe, and like you're on a whole nother level. But you're a secret weapon.
Charlie Farley that I've been sitting on for about 1.5 years now, just because like I have so many things in the vault that people don't know about.
Right.
I believe in perfect timing, so I'm not somebody that just wants to throw stuff out, but I have a lot of big records. It's crazy. The things that we've got planned as they happen. Just as if y'all be interested in it. A lot of stuff I can't say right now. Marco will kill me if I'm out here giving it away, but we're leveling up, and I'm extremely blessed and I'm thankful. So
that's awesome. That is awesome. And you're a secret weapon, because when you drop a song, you dropped a song last month and a video, and you just dropped another song with another video.
Well, that's right.
And I don't know, like, if it's okay to say this, but major props and kudos go out to you, because your newest single, Fall Back, featuring Re-Up the Boss and Pacific, they are actually debuting it as we speak on 94.7 in Houston. Shout out to Home Team Management.
That's exactly right. Shout out to Home Team Management, because the guy behind it all, the guy that I built, and we started every bit of this whole movement that is just, it's about to be crazy. I mean, we're starting our 2nd year into this, and every big dog in the game knows it. So getting back to my point, it started with Marco Carulli. That's my manager. He's from Philly. So
I know, it's such your guys' mashup is actually pretty amazing, and it's working.
Your Facebook page is up. Everyone go follow him.
Yep, go follow him on that Facebook
page.
Now.
Because it's like this. Look, it works, and it's crazy because you literally can't make it up. Certain people, like what I'm doing, I believe I'm destined to do it, because things continue to fall into place and happen one after another. And Marco is one of those people. I actually caught the eye of a Snapchat superstar, Shawnee Styles, of the Man Boy Mafia, the NBM badge that's on my page right there that y'all were just showing.
Right.
That stands for Man Boy Mafia. So he flew me and a couple of my buddies out to Philly, to his house. It actually was in Jersey. So we stayed at his house. He took me to his club that he owns, Club Vera in New Jersey. Debuted my first single I'd ever done, and had on SoundCloud a song called Remember. Played it in front of people. There was like 1,000 people in the club. I was a studio artist at this point, so I had never been in front of people.
Being thrust onto the stage.
Oh, he threw me on the stage, threw me a microphone, and said, "Sing your song." You know what I mean? And I probably got through a verse and a hook, and I went all white. I ain't gonna lie. I'd never been in front of people like that. So, but that's where it all started. And in that club, I actually saw Marco, and we started talking, exchanged information. And since that day, everything has just fell into place. Like, his knowledge and the way his mind works is so on point with mine, which is scary because we've never met. We're so far apart in age, but our drive, our motivation, there's certain things me and Marco don't even have to call each other. We're thinking the same thing. So we'll text each other just being funny. And he's like, "Yep, I know, I'm already thinking it." So it's meant to be. He's the best thing that's happened to me. And I'm sure he thinks the same vice versa, because we're truly building something incredible here.
Well,
So,
and the
shout out to Marco. It's his birthday today.
it is
so
his
happy
birthday today. Happy birthday, Marco.
Happy birthday,
What up,
Marco.
Marco?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's never heard that one.
When I seen that it was his birthday, I threw a happy birthday on his page. But I did notice in is it Fallback? I think it's Fallback. Isn't he in the video?
He's in most of my videos. He's in City on Fire and Country in the City. They're both filmed in Vegas.
Okay, City on Fire. That's where I seen because he's in his red hoodie and he's rocking it.
Released exactly. Yeah, we're working on a release date. So if y'all want that information, we'll be glad to share it with you as soon as we drop the video.
What are these albums on the table here?
Oh yes. Okay, so
My boy Franklin Embry.
yes, I am doing a
Franklin.
giveaway on the Monday Love podcast page. We have all three of the CDs that have been put out by Franklin Embry.
Are those singles or are those full albums?
They're full albums.
Oh, I like the artwork.
They've all been signed. And if you guys go to
Autographed.
Autographed. Sorry, yes, autographed. My bad.
Same thing.
Nobody was fixing that. I was just making noise over here like I usually do.
If you guys want to enter the contest, it's on the Monday Love podcast page.
We're
doing a giveaway. You have to like and follow the page.
Like and follow the page.
Share the post.
Share it.
Go to the
What post?
original post.
What
Which
post?
post?
It's
This
pinned
video?
to the pot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pinned. Yeah.
But what if
Pinned
I
to
don't
the
know
top.
where the pin is?
It's
Where
at
do we
the top
find
of the
it?
page.
What's
It's
pinned
on
mean?
Monday Love.
What does pinned mean?
I don't know. Is it
Like
like
on
a
the
tic
donkey?
tac? Is it tacked like on?
Oh,
Is it a
look at that
pin?
face. Look at that face, everyone.
I'm so confused.
Look at that social media. Oh,
I love my
jeez.
guys. I love my guys.
Oh,
I do. I
I'm
love my
drooling.
guys. So if you like and follow the page, share the post, go to the original post on the Monday Love podcast page, tag 5 people. For each 5 people that you tag, I will throw your name into a hat. We're going to do the drawing at random.
An actual hat or a figurative hat?
Figurative.
It's a digital hat.
Yeah, Alice has that magical wheel, actually, doesn't she?
Yes, she has that magical wheel. We put
Yeah.
the names in there, and it goes.
Yes.
It pops out a name.
How's it go?
So,
Something like that with a little boop.
That's a sexy man that can roll his tongue like that.
yes,
boop,
it
boop.
is.
Calculations
Renee,
done.
Jump over to the Monday Love podcast page.
And
Come
the
jump in.
winner is.
So, yeah.
We'll
so
find out. Like,
yes.
share, subscribe,
Yeah.
follow,
Rate,
Comment,
review
rate,
while you're at it.
review.
subscribe,
Yeah,
rate,
so-
review,
so-
You know what?
comment.
You know what? While
click
we're on the
below.
subject.
Okay,
while we're
go
on the
ahead,
subject,
Jason.
We're
Go
going,
ahead,
we're
Jason.
going
I have
to
something
throw
very
it
important
out
that I
there.
want to talk to you about. I want
Okay.
you to go and find us on your favorite podcast platform and
Oh, yeah.
rate, review, subscribe, leave us a little comment. We love hearing from you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? 5 stars, please. We're an
5
awesome
stars.
show.
Yeah.
Lie if you have to.
Live.
It's okay. It's a safe place here.
5
It is a
stars,
safe place.
please.
Thank you. Thank you
Totally.
for doing that. Do it now. We'll wait.
Well, we're
Yeah,
waiting.
We're waiting.
And Miranda's going to hold her breath until it happens.
Oh.
Oh, hell, this could be interesting.
On,
Yeah.
on camera, too. Hold your breath on camera, too.
All of a sudden, Miranda passes out. Oh, no. See,
It's our show, Joe. Finally.
Yes.
you don't even have to mute my mic this time.
Oh,
I mean,
we
I
do it
still could.
anyways.
It's fun.
I
There you
know.
go.
See? I muted
Oh,
my
the
own
power.
show.
The power.
You're
in
like-
this one little finger.
You're like Jafar.
The
I
power
better not-
that
I
goes
better not fuck
to
around, she'll fire
people's
me.
heads. God bless. Holy hell.
Anyway. Oh,
right,
and
so-
that moment.
So,
Oh, look, we have a guest.
Oh, yes. Back to P. Lane.
Hi, P-Lane.
So, who are your influences?
guy. It's that guy
Because
right there.
I hear country, I hear rap, I hear hip hop, and I kind of hear a little bit of like R&B mixed in. So
Yeah, I'm pretty much all over the place. Anything from say 3 Doors Down to Jason Aldean, Montgomery Gentry,
Oh, yeah.
obviously T-Pain, Lil Wayne, Drake. All those people are pretty much. I mean,
Some
that's
small
that's
talents,
what
no
I grew
big
up
deal.
listening. Lil Boosie, I'm
Look.
from the South, so I grew up listening to Boosie.
right.
Plies. I don't know. I'm a big Plies fan, so.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
Instagram on screen.
there we go.
Bam.
Home team match.
There's-
So
make
we
sure you
got
guys
we got some people. How do we get some P-Lane merchandise?
Yes.
How do we go about that? Because we've had multiple people like, where do we get this merchandise at? So
So
how do we do
first
that?
page
Where's the
that
merch?
you're
at?
on right there on Instagram or on Facebook. Home Team Management handles all of that.
Point to
So
it, Joe.
All you can do is
Point to it.
DM them, tell them what you want, sizes, and they'll set all that up for
Tell
you.
them what
So
you want, what you really, really
Stand.
want.
Just tell me. Oh,
Yep. There you
I
go.
want a shirt. I want a shirt. I want a shirt. I want
So-
what just
Great.
happened?
Yeah.
Was that a Spice Girls reference?
Maybe, you
If you
know.
want to be my
Well, you never know.
never know on this show.
Marco says that he's like P. Diddy.
He, I'm like P Diddy, but it had to
P.
be
Diddy
that had to
or
be
Puff?
reference off a
He's like P. Diddy, but he's broke and ugly. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Dang.
no.
Self-deprecating.
No.
If he was on here, he'd be talking shit too. So
Oh,
that's
he
all
would,
that.
and I can vouch for that. But to be fair, I have to side with him. The salt and
that's mean.
pepper.
Oh. What?
Oh, come
I'm
on.
sorry. It's salt
What?
and pepper. Okay, so they had this whole
What
conversation.
What do you
You
mean?
missed it,
What do you
Jason.
mean, Miranda?
Yes, Jason.
Salt and pepper?
Yes.
You like that?
Yes, you got a little bit more pepper than salt, but yes.
Baby
Salt and pepper.
face all
No, baby face. You look like you're.
He is.
That's fine. When I'm 75,
You look like you're
Marco,
18.
I
I'm
wanna
stroking my beard
I wanna
behind
look
you.
like this.
He's gonna. Did you just say you're gonna look like that at 70?
I said I hope so. When I'm
Wait.
Marco's age, I hope I still look young.
Oh, I thought you just called me 70.
I do want to do a shout out
Well,
real quick.
I mean, we all want to look your age.
I do want to do a shout out real quick. Acoustic Stew. Thanks for joining
Acoustic
us.
stool.
What's up, Acoustic
Yeah,
Stew? Up in the house?
So yeah,
Stool?
so he
Stool.
he's actually on
Stool softener.
one of our radio stations. Acoustic
Absolutely.
Stew.
We know,
Oh,
like
Stew.
carrots and meat chunks.
Like Barstool.
Yeah.
Bar
so
stool.
he's
No.
in the house.
That's stool softener, like my joke. You done messed it up.
Sorry.
Stew, beef,
Pearl Harbor.
carrots, mixed with all kind of music.
Pearl Harbor.
God damn it.
I didn't even do it. You messed up my run.
Oh my God.
You
so
always
there's
get
this
that in.
whole-
You always get
I
that
do.
shot in.
Oh
It's
my
my
God.
time. It's my time down here.
Dang it.
I love my guys.
That's Goonies.
I love what I do.
Now that
Y'all
you got
have-
a good team.
You have no
Hey,
idea,
you
y'all.
guys.
You have no idea, guys.
So Ryan Stewart with Acoustic Stew.
Yes.
We got you.
Yes. What's up, Stu?
What's up, Ryan?
Okay, so I know you've done music with some of the bigger cats. Who would be your next, like, notch up on a ladder that you would like to do music with?
Okay, so I actually have a good in and relationship with some people in T-Pain's camp. So
Ooh,
I'm actually
I
working
need an
towards.
exclusive.
Yeah, I'm actually working towards doing some music with T-Pain. That's something that's been probably one of my biggest dreams. So that's as close as
No
it's
big
been in
whoop.
my entire life. So all we got to do is reach out. We've laid the foundation and the groundwork for that to happen. So
Wow, that's cool.
That's
man.
awesome.
I'm
That is
trying
awesome.
so hard to bring country rap and wrap it in a package and deliver it to everyday people to where it makes sense to them. Because I love country rap. I love all the mud bogging songs. I live that shit. You feel me? So it's like I live that. I love that. But at the end of the day, everyday Americans don't necessarily grasp it. So I'm trying to take all of those elements, wrap them in and basically it's true, like a dumbed down version of where the way I live, so that it's relatable to the rest of the world. You know,
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yep.
it just needs to be carried. I feel like I'm gonna put country rap on my back. I'm fixing to take it to the real world. I'm gonna Fall Back's getting played on the radio station right now. It's not necessarily a country rap record, but I'm a country guy. I'm a rapper. I make country rap. So that's the step in. You feel me? Like,
But
next,
those who fall in love with, like, that conversation earlier, when they hear it on the radio and they fall in love with that song, and then they look into who's doing that song,
exactly.
it's I mean,
expands their horizon.
absolutely.
For sure.
Look,
Absolutely.
my first single that I put out and released was snatched up by a dance label. So if that don't tell you the type of crazy shit I'm on, it was remixed into 8 remixes. You know, some crazy shit as far as like one of the remixes, DJ Pauly D from Jersey Shore actually had one version of that on his playlist that he plays. My big DJ Slice, he has it on replay. So it's like my music has made it into dance clubs. I'm a country guy making rap music.
Exactly.
And it's being played in a dance club So I just, like I say, we're trying to do some crazy shit. I want to put my music and put country rap and me being country and market it any way possible.
And you do clean versions.
Well, that's exactly right. So all my music is remotely clean. I don't have to censor anything because I have a 14-year-old little sister. So growing up, you know,
We
I tried
apologize.
to make music
I hope she's
that
not watching.
she can listen to. She's not ashamed of, or that you know what I mean, that she can play with her friends and her, you know, parents' faces not turn red, or my grandparents can listen. So
Right.
again, I try to raise the bar for quality of the music that I create. I don't have to drop F-bomb every second in a song because I can actually come up with some more words
Like Joe.
or deliver it differently. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
There's certain songs where it works and you got to do it. But
Right, exactly.
I got a few F-bombs
No,
for you,
yeah.
Jason.
I can totally understand. Like I told you, my favorite word is the F-bomb. So I'm trying to.
Well, it is mine too. So it's like, but I just don't have to portray that on a song because I want to market to the world. So it's like I can bite my tongue for the bigger picture.
My favorite
Right.
F-bomb is fettuccine.
Fettuccine.
Hey, that's Marco's too. He's
Figaro.
Italian. Shout out to Marco.
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 Get the fettuccine F-bombs here.
Look at
The
that.
world would look at
Antifreeze.
F-bombs totally different if it was just fettuccine.
So
Fettuccine.
real quick, also, so that the Bottles, Miles, and Shot song, also one of the remixes got played on Sirius XM. So you're talking to a guy again. My song been played on Sirius XM, now FM radio. So it's like we're taking over.
Yes.
We were on iHeartRadio, all these things. So I almost forgot that, but yeah. So one remix was played on Sirius.
I just
That's
got
awesome.
Sirius FM in my Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4, so I'm gonna have to look that up.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, look, I
Plug.
got a
There
new
you go.
truck.
I just bought me a new Ram too. It's a 1500 limited.
Nice.
So shout out to Stephanie Moore. She says,
Hi,
just
Stephanie.
another Miranda Monday. Whoa, oh, oh, that's my fun day. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. Thank you, Stephanie. Beverly Delgott, DJ Slice, Marco, bring P-Lane to Maggie's. If that makes sense to
Nobody
y'all.
knows
Look,
what that
wherever y'all want me at, let's go. DJ Slice is part of home team management also. Like I say, he is family. He's just
So there could be, you know, it's gonna sound bad, a mob of you, a gaggle of you.
It's called an
That can-
entourage.
150%.
It's not an entourage. An entourage would be, you know, P Lane and his assistant and his manager. We're talking
30
about
deep.
we're talking about other artists, so they can
Yeah.
go in a pack, like a pack of wolves or a gaggle or a murder of
Gaggle.
crows.
Well,
And
something
Pretty
that's
sure that
different.
hasn't been used
That's
in this
like, I
century.
support other artists.
Gotta gaggle.
you do major props to how
That's what your
positive
girlfriend
you
was doing
are.
last night.
Like I'm not scared, or like I don't have that big guy syndrome, like where I'm scared somebody's gonna outshine me, or I'm scared I'm not the toughest guy in the room, because like I'll let all my homies blow up before me, because if we all blow up, if one of us blows up, we make it. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have the same understanding. So I am not one of those guys that like worries about somebody else getting more shine than me. I support that. So
That's awesome.
Yeah,
You got too many
that's
haters
hard.
out there
Is that
that
a
try
ball
to
joke?
and and that's hard to find too. I mean, that goes back to needing a solid foundation. And as long as, you know, if I tell you I got you and you tell me you got
Goes in
me, then
it's the same as signing a contract, basically. You feel me?
exactly.
That was so dumb
Exactly.
and funny.
Dear Lord. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
So
What?
we've actually we opened up for Lil Nas X on that show. Obviously, he didn't show for it. but
In
we still
Nevada?
got booked for it. That's right. Well, Arizona.
Or yes, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah,
Arizona.
So we also opened up for Riff Raff in Arizona, and I got a show. If I can announce this show when things go through. Anyway, that's all I can say. But just know, like, the things we're doing are leveling up. I am so serious about, like, all right. So shout out to Adam Calhoun, because he said something the other day that resonated so well with me. It's something I've been doing from day one, and that's making country rap evolve.
Yes.
Like all these other rappers, shout out to them too, though, because like they're doing their thing. But in order for us to make big money and be on the real TV,
You have
and
to
people across the
evolve.
world really know what we're about. It takes people like me and Adam Calhoun to deliver it in a way that's a little more professional. So like I say, shout out to him, because 100% that's what I'm trying to do, is evolve country rap. Nobody else has been putting exotic cars in their videos, things like that. So
Right.
there's a couple artists that have done it now after we have. So shout out to them too, because everybody needs to be able to take real game from us, and we'll give it every day. So.
All right. So Jeffrey Hunt says, my boy P Lane on the podcast. Get it? Mark.
He is actually a guy I went to college with in Nashville, so shout out to him.
That's awesome.
That's probably a period, not a question mark. Get
Mark.
it?
It was an exclamation
He's like,
point,
"Get it.
actually.
Get it. That's how you gotta say it.
Mark Eberle, keep the great music coming, P Lane.
Man, thank y'all so much. Y'all are why I do it and why we continue to have success. So we appreciate it.
Okay, so then on that note, what advice do you have on those who are just now coming in or are on the come up that maybe don't know the process, or maybe fall in with the wrong crowd and get taken advantage of and get burnt, and they want to do it but they've been burnt? So what advice do you have on?
Probably my favorite question of the night. So like, I would just tell people, or even like speaking to a younger me, to say what I know now. Like, don't take no for an answer. Don't be afraid to do your own type of music, even if it's different. And you're going to get ostracized because you maybe want to have a mainstream sound like I do, use pitch correction, use different things in a way that is an instrument, not necessarily as a crutch. So there's a difference.
Right.
So do whatever makes you you. Your Post Malones, your Jason Aldeans,
Love
all these
Post Malone.
people are famous because they pushed the boundary. They didn't.
Right. Did you see the new movie coming out with Post Malone in it?
Yes, I can't wait. It's got Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, diversion.
Ooh.
Squirrel, but yeah. So I mean,
I
he
didn't know about that.
pushed and pushed, and now he's not only in music, he's
I didn't even say it. Why
he's
you look at me?
That was Joe.
he's
Fucking I did it.
he's in movies now too. So I mean, there's
Post Malone has actually heard one of my tracks too. That may be a mind blower too.
That's
That's-
awesome, dude.
that's
oh
awesome.
wow.
So
That-
like I say, our net, I did everything ass backwards, but again, it goes with like me learning how to do all the music. So we built a connection, a solid connection base to real people in the music industry, big people in the music industry, big labels. Like we turn down things. Like we have opportunities and propositions all the time. So you know, we're blessed in that aspect as far as things are going well.
So like, so when you're going through these processes, like you're able to go. You say you're doing things ass backwards compared to to some.
Right.
What you're getting airplay on Sirius, all the and FM stations and things like that. What was the process? How did you come about that? Is it
didn't
just all your
focus
label handling all that, or?
No, that's strictly us. Our label did the distribution deal. And here's something else. So when I signed that deal, I negotiated the terms. They wanted the song bad enough that I got 90% of the royalties. They got 10%. Never been done. They've never done a single or a deal that way. And they've had like 5 number one, maybe more now, number one Billboard hits through this label. So I just negotiate. I'm very stern on what I want. I know how to get it. And so I didn't start locally like a lot of guys. A lot of guys want to blow up locally.
Right.
I didn't. I said, honestly, I mean, it may be bad, but I said, damn my hometown. I couldn't get no love, couldn't get no support. So I started traveling abroad. I started going out, and people loved us. They absolutely loved it. They're like, what the hell is it, your country? You don't even look like you sound. You know what I mean? For real, like people were so intrigued with the sound and the look and the quality that, you know what I mean? I blew up kind of and built a base outside of where I'm from. And now it's starting to trickle back. You know, everywhere I go, I had to buy a new truck because people recognize me when I go places. I can't go shopping. I can't go do simple little stuff because people want to ask me, how's it going? What's going on with it? So,
Right.
you know, what basically to answer your question is I did it ass backwards because I started thinking outside the box instead of locally.
And
push
see,
them
on.
and see that's the big difference between you and others. They want to get that local recognition, but if you're talking about a small town, and I'm talking about 20,000 or less people in your town, small town, then people already have their opinion of you, or they went to school with you, or so doing it abroad and then bringing it back in is actually the smart way to do it. So
when you book a show to open for Lil Nas X, you open for Riff Raff and a couple of other blanks that I can't fill in. But I'm working on getting on a couple shows with Charlie Farley and the Moonshine Bandits. Those are in the works. I just have to give the final approval. So, when you do things like that and you come back home, your hometown can't deny those things. It's hard for you to make them believe you, make them see what you're doing when you never leave your town.
Exactly.
Right.
And when you're not trying to branch out and communicate with people outside of country rap.
Right.
Like,
because you're just little Preston.
I want to bring what I'm doing to the outside world. I want the world to know how I'm living.
Yes. And let's face it, a majority of the people don't even know that this type of lifestyle exists. They might look at somebody who's wearing overalls and be like, "Ooh,"
Right.
because they
Is
they
that where you put
profile
your corn feed?
right. I mean, they profile only so far, or people from the country are ignorant.
Hillbilly, chewing straw,
right, exactly. But to sit down and actually have a conversation with an individual who is legitimately from the country or from the farm, like it would blow people away to actually give that time past that superficial appearance to actually know how intelligent us country folk are.
Well, that's why you're not going to see me. Prime example is Sam Hunt, right? I don't know if you know this, but when he started in the music industry, he dressed like a cowboy. He was the country look, the scene.
Yes.
The record label that he signed to tried to change him. They said, we want you to look this way, that like he was. So he completely changed it up. That's why you see him in the streetwear and the relaxed look everywhere, because he went against the grain. So basically, that's kind of what I do. You'll see me repping crazy colors, wild shit, just different stuff, flat bills. I just push the boundary. I don't want somebody to judge me on my first appearance. I want you to look at me and go, what the hell do you do?
Right.
Tell me about you. You look interesting. And I've never wanted to fit in. I've never fit in. When I grew up through school, I wasn't a cool kid, but I was always making music. I was at a time where I never even released it. So it's like, I've always stayed to myself, stayed true to me. And I got my friends that I grew up with, but it's like I never felt the need to have to prove myself to others.
And that's huge, because most people these days are worried about, did I get a Facebook like? How many more followers did I get? Oh my God, my life is the end. Right. And it's like, and this is a double-edged sword for me, because my business is social media and getting contacted through social media. But to be able to put it down and walk away and go and live your life and then come back and tell the story, that's the difference. And you and us have that little bit of a gap where we came up not knowing social media and the internet and everything like that. So we're acclimating as best as possible, where if people really look at it, it's a free tool. Why not use it as a business tool? You don't have to put on there that, you got stung by a bee today, or, I mean, yes, there's certain personal information if you want to put it out there. But like I've told people before, stop posting that you and your kids are at the pool and what pool you're at. Do you know
if you look at my page, you'll never see stuff like that. Yeah,
it's
big moves. That's it.
And see, that's the difference between the generational gap. Which I'm not, but my generation is all about, let me tell you all of my business. Yeah, dirt.
We made the will.
Right. Versus, your generation coming up and being able to. Use it as a tool and only need to talk about what needs to be talked about.
Right.
Period. What would be like your end all be all venue? If you were to perform at a certain venue, you could be like, holy hell. All right. My wish is granted and complete.
So it had to be like, say, Madison Square Garden. I think
nice.
That's pretty much, that's the pinnacle to me, growing up and watching these big cats and these big big artists that I've watched. That's pretty much the pinnacle. You play Madison Square Garden just because you got, you perform there with that name. You pretty much, that's the venue. So.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So you've done shows all over the place. You've been in different areas and things.
That's right.
What has been one of the most embarrassing moments that you've been in at a venue, at a show, around a show?
No, you didn't.
I did.
All right, so I'm not gonna say the venue, but I'll say the situation. So
Okay.
I was at a show, and again, I'm honest, I'm new to the performance scene, so like we're about 6-7 shows in, opening up for the biggest artists in the world, things like that. But so
No big deal.
my biggest hiccup would be like not being able to hear myself. I get in there, some of these venues, they don't have the sound equipment. I am partially deaf when it comes to hearing background noise and trying to hear a certain sound like my voice and coming through the monitors, because I worked on diesel engines, did a lot of stuff. So one show I was at, I couldn't hear myself, so I literally was just screaming to the top of my lungs, hoping the fans could hear me. I'm just trying to put on a good show, but it was absolutely miserable. And that was an embarrassing moment for me because I was slipping, you know what I mean? I couldn't hear myself. If an artist can't hear herself, it's like almost not being able to see.
That makes sense. That
Yeah.
absolutely makes sense.
That wall of noise where it blocks everything out.
Yeah,
Well, that's right. And at the same show too, so the lights were super bright and they're in my face. The stage kind of got a catwalk.
So you're basically deafened and blinded.
I couldn't tell if I was going to step off, so you're trying to power through it, but you got that energy. Like if I make a step, am I going to bounce and fall off? So.
And with that statement.
Okay, but did you poop your pants?
Okay, so
That's for a couple of other artists. And then
Normally
there's
people poop their
usually
pants.
I
There's
held
normally
it till
poop
I
in
got
here.
off stage.
so there's
Effers.
we have some
usually
stock.
not hot damn. Oh my god.
No.
What? Fireball?
Fireball. There we go.
It's
Usually
usually
Fireball's
Fireball and
You
poop.
gotta get there's 2-3 gallons of Fireball.
So no,
ran down
no.
my leg.
We have some stock questions that we ask everybody.
Okay.
And trust me, you're probably not gonna shock us, but we need like
we pretend like we're shocked though.
the honest truth.
What? No.
You're
What
kidding.
you got?
I just said one. What are you talking about?
Oh, what's happening? Are you guys
Where
gonna
you
fight?
been?
I've been here.
Are you gonna
I just
fight on
asked
international
which
TV?
one? You've already asked the other one.
You
Why are
want to fight?
Come on, guys. What's wrong?
What would be your end all artist? I just did that. Why did you?
What would be my what?
What would be the top artist if you had the choice of any artist to work with at all? What would be that artist to work with?
Well, how about this? I already told you T-Pain on the last one. So
Yes.
answering kind of just in say country rap.
So
I
let's
definitely
go
wanna do a track. I
let's-
definitely want to do a track
Scratch
with
that
Adam
shit out,
Calhoun.
with
Much
Adam.
love back to Adam for sure.
Okay, so country rap. What about in the countryside? Just the strictly countryside.
Jason Aldean.
Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
I agree.
That yeah.
I concur.
See-
Concur.
Again, hold on. Let me for the note. Let's throw it out there again. We're going to all the podcasts. Any place that you can reach out and you like to listen to your podcast.
Yeah,
Make sure
man.
you guys subscribe, rate, review,
You know how
comment.
you guys know how this works.
Click
Yes,
somewhere.
working
Just
down.
Show us some
Below
left,
me.
right.
Some love.
Review, comment.
Give us that 5-star, baby. Mm.
Okay, do you have any upcoming shows that you can talk about and the contracts are already signed that we need to be watching for or being ready to buy tickets for?
100%. So actually March 13th through the 15th, I'll be at the Bounty Hole Bash, Fluker, Louisiana, with my boy Sean Chafee. He has, built his thing, the Backwoods Kings, and we work together. We got a lot of stuff together we're working on, and so any show he's got, he's so humble, loyal. He makes sure that I'm back there. So yeah, we got the Bounty Hole Bash coming up. So
That's awesome.
I'm on your website. Is it on there?
That's Money Beats.
It's scrolling.
yeah, that's our magazine cover. That's just in time, big merch. Shout out to them.
Sorry.
That's Wade Coda. That's the guy that won American Idol or was on American Idol #4. That's Shawnee Styles, Mississippi.
Adam Calhoun.
Adam. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's you and Marco, ain't it?
I've actually met Upchurch a handful of times too. So shout out to him.
He's also drinking antifreeze.
Yeah, Apple Crown.
Nice.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
And so that's the Sandbox Festival. We don't have the dates or anything locked in, but we know we're going back there. We're already contractually, there. We're going to be going back there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
And like I say, I'm working on a couple of shows in Arizona to get on with the Moonshine Bandits and Charlie Farley. So as soon as I lock those in, like I say, they're pretty much guaranteed because one guy I know knows the owner, knows this. Like I say, our connections are deep. So pretty much whatever show we want, we reach out and it happens. So we hand select what shows we do.
I was getting ready to say it's always awesome to watch the networking, because even in the music business, it's just like you're what is that, 7 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon or whatever that saying is.
5 degrees.
Yeah.
5 degrees. 5 degrees.
14.
Delicious bacon.
Oh my God! Listen to you.
It's just like Carl Keaton that comments down there below. He wants to get involved with us, and he's somebody, like I say, we're
I like Carl. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Shout out to Carl Keaton. Absolutely.
What up, Carl?
He's been supportive. Like, make no joke though. Like, he's been supportive since I first dropped my songs on SoundCloud. Like, Carl has been a supporter. He was like, I need you to get your stuff on platforms instead of SoundCloud. So, Carl has been there from the beginning. So shout out to him, man.
Is SoundCloud still like a viable platform?
Yes.
Really?
It's trying to now. They actually are doing distribution, kind of like CD Baby, DistroKid, things like that now. But I took all my songs down, so you can't find any music there. I'm strictly for profit.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Get that money.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But that is where I started from. We started hitting 60,000 streams in a month, things like that. We're like, all right, we got to get it off. So also the first year we're out, we broke 1 million.
You cut out. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Hold on. You cut out.
You cut out
the first year you were out. You were a 1 million.
We broke 1 million streams, not on one song, but across all my songs independently. First year, we hit all the algorithms on Spotify. They had us on all their Spotify specific playlists. We literally are still blowing it up. So that's pretty cool. A lot of people can't say that their first year they did those things.
Oh, absolutely not. That's major kudos, major props to you. That's a huge accomplishment. Just
and
make
we're
sure.
Working daily on the Facebook page. It is fairly new, so that's why, like I say, we're trying to get those numbers up every day. And it's the same. So I'm gonna make this statement. It goes for your page too. If you're a follower or a fan of Miranda Monday's page, or you're a follower of mine, all you got to do is go to the page, go to the community tab, go down to invite all friends.
Yep.
And you can invite your friends list. That's going to help boost us up. So
exactly.
You have to do that. If you support any artist, it works on all your artists that you like.
So once we get off of here, I want to throw you a couple ideas that I've picked up along the way on that on that tip. So we need to start wrapping up. I didn't know that an hour lasted that short because, good time.
We did get started a few minutes late, so we hadn't ran over yet.
He's calling on it.
We got 3.5 minutes.
Oh, you want me to turn my timer off? No, I'm just.
No, we have 3.5 minutes.
I said 5. That's what I did the 5. That's what I did the 5 for.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
so
I'm just picking. Look, and I'm so thankful for you and for this platform, and for you even, like I say, being interested in what we're doing and letting us tell what we do. So.
For sure, man.
No, thank you so much for sitting down and kind of bearing just you for a few minutes.
Y'all are so cool. How can somebody not enjoy this? So.
Thank you so much. That means more than you will
ever
know. Ever know.
She had nothing to do with this.
Have me on more, so.
There's going to be a point when I have to second around and come back to see, where like the growth and being able to parallel it.
I can promise you every time you come back, I'm going to always have something incredible, crazy to tell you, because that's what we do. We don't settle for average. We do extreme every single day.
That's awesome.
I, for one, am going to keep an eye on you.
Yep.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot.
Not from the porch or under the porch.
Not from the porch or under the porch bushes.
She'll be in the tree tonight just because we gave her hiding spot away.
Yeah, I have to figure some other shit out. So if you guys are in the Houston area and you have a regular radio, hit up 94.7 and listen for our boy. It's called Fallback. It's featuring Re-Up the Boss and Pacific. It's
That's
debuting
right.
tonight. So
Tonight.
shout out to Home Team Management.
On
And-
Real Radio.
There, yes,
Real
Real
Radio.
Radio. That's huge,
Legit.
huge and legit. Yes, absolutely.
Just to be taken serious, you know.
Are there any other
Plugins.
plugs, shout outs,
Plugins?
Plugins.
plugins?
Like-
Plug it
That's
in.
pretty
Plug
much-
it in.
Like I said, and just, you know, and shout out to just everybody that's out here grinding and making country rap, because no matter what your vision is or how far your sight is with it, you're contributing and you're a part of it. You know, and just like I say, try to carry that name with some pride. Be prideful of what you do. Be proud. So
And
Yeah, for sure.
something that I will go ahead and shout out here. So I manage, produce, and promote, but I've had people hit me up that want to like ghostwrite for me. I'm like, I'm old as fuck, but if it helps get the genre bigger, in 2017,
that
I
as a
stood in
ghostwrite.
I stood at a mud park with Ryan Upchurch, and that was long before the podcast or anything else. And I said, well, where do you really want to go with this? And he said, I want to put country rap on mainstream in every kitchen. And I said, you know what? Let me see what I can do, because I can back that play. And now, you know, 3 years later, just under 3 years later, pushing through.
And so
So,
it begins.
Yes. So,
well, see, it's crazy. You recapping y'all's growth. I mean, that's incredible. So
oh man, you have no idea. But so I definitely I'm gonna keep an eye on you, because I've already been keeping an eye on you just in the shadows, you know, under the bushes, you know, under the porch. And I want
Under
to
the
thank
bushes.
you.
Wouldn't
The
that be
Under
GoPro
the
that's
bushes,
stuck in your
the
tree that
GoPro.
you think is a funny looking leaf. I'd be
It's
looking
a
at
deer
that.
cam. It's a deer cam. Get it right.
A beer can.
y'all hilarious.
Beer? Did you say beer can?
Deer, like the animal.
I know what the.
Beer.
God.
I love what I do. I
With
swear
it.
to God, I do. I
Antifreeze.
love what I do.
Antifreeze.
How much
Antifreeze.
vodka is in your antifreeze there?
It's a lot.
I can tell by its glow.
If I do drink, it's Tito's though. I do drink Tito's and cranberry. That's my drink.
Shout out
Wow.
to Tito's. Future
Shout outs.
sponsor.
Future sponsor. So thank you so much for actually sitting down and dealing with us.
Or standing up. We can't really
It
tell.
was a pleasure. So
And we our shenanigans. We try to, you know, mix it up, and God, I'll apologize now if anything struck a nerve with you. My bad.
Yeah,
that's
it
why
looks
I
like
say
it.
it's so much fun. This is needed. Like I say, this is a destiny for you. You know what I mean? You have a purpose to keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna blow up. So
Thank you so much for saying that, and for sitting down with us. You're amazing.
authenticity, you
Oh,
have that. That's rare.
Oh yeah.
Real
I can't
recognize
fake it.
real.
I can't fake it. There's no. Yeah, I can nice me down a little bit more, but yeah, no.
Ice you down.
Yeah, nice.
Get a hot in here?
No, nice.
Oh, good Lord.
Thank you so much for kicking it with us.
Thank you.
For
so
sure,
much.
Thank
man.
Make sure you shoot out from your page. I know Marco already did. Make sure you do it, and some of
You
your
can bet Mark's on it.
yeah, and some of your solid hardcore fans, have them shoot it out
We're
too.
going to do some groups and stuff too. We're going to get it out there. So
That is awesome.
Right
Thank
on,
you
right
so
on.
much. Thank you
No,
for
thank y'all.
sitting down with us. It's been amazing. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you, P. Lane.
P.
Lane. Did we lose him right at
I
the
think
end?
you
of the
froze. I think you froze.
Well, we said
Okay,
15
so-
goodbyes, so he's probably like, okay.
Oh
like,
yeah,
I'm outta
he's
here,
like,
stop
bitch, I'm
saying it.
done.
It's like a
So
girlfriend
make
that's, you know.
Make
can't
sure
quite figure out how to-
everyone subscribes, rates, reviews, throw us a comment, let us know how we're doing. Also on the Monday Love podcast page, we are doing the giveaway. All 3 of the Franklin Embry CDs, all 3 signed, autographed. All you gotta do is like and follow the page.
I had to fix that.
Like and
Look.
follow the page.
Oh.
share,
follow, share
the
5
post,
shares.
come back to the original post,
Subscribe.
and tag 5
review.
friends.
And listen what P. Lane was
Yes.
saying. Go to your community tab. Click on that tab. Share with everyone.
Yes, invite everyone
You know, you
to
don't
the page.
actually have to go all the way to the community tab. You can just hit the little 3-dot thing and
The share.
Hey,
That's fine.
wherever,
Let's go, whatever.
however you get to that destination
yes.
to share with
You
all
can do
your
it like 5
friends.
different ways.
Yes, absolutely.
it.
So please
Help
invite
us
your
out.
friends. Help us out. We need
For
more
sure.
artists on the come up.
Brother out.
And this has been amazing. Thank you so
And
much,
don't forget-
Elaine. Thank you, Marco.
Make sure you check out Jason Studio J with some of the best podcast shows around.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
His new show coming out, In the Loop.
yeah.
In the loop.
Ooh,
On
thanks.
Channel 6 on
So
Saturday
excited.
nights. It's going to be a great
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
For all your web and graphic and flyers and anything in between photography needs, hit me up at JK Productions.
JK Productions.
And then you got Miranda with everything in the middle, squish it into a nice little package of sandwich of promotion and managing. And
Absolutely.
And anything I'm missing all kind of stuff.
Boss dog.
Boss dog.
Boss dog.
So, again, guys, thank you everybody for coming out for another
Yes.
amazing Monday Love.
Every Monday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday Love Podcast. Check out all your podcast platforms that you like. Subscribe, rate, review, comment.
Click it wherever the button
All the stuff.
is.
Any way you can interact, please do it.
Click below.
And remember, all of you have hated a Monday once or twice in your life, so let Monday love you.